Don't take it personally. Mastering emotional freedom in a world full of opinions. Introduction: The invisible burden. There is a weight many people carry every day, but they don't realize they are carrying it. It's not visible, it doesn't make noise, but it drains energy, confidence, and peace. That weight is this: taking things personally. Someone ignores your message, and your mind starts spinning. Someone speaks sharply, and your mood shifts instantly. Someone criticizes you, and you question yourself. What's happening here is deeper than the moment itself. You are not reacting to reality, you are reacting to what you think it means about you. And most of the time, that meaning is not even true. The human tendency to personalize everything. Your brain is wired to make things about you. It's a survival mechanism. In ancient times, understanding how others perceived you could mean belonging or rejection or even danger. So your mind developed a habit: interpret everything in relation to yourself. But in modern life, this habit becomes a problem because not everything is about you. Actually, most things aren't. Everyone is living in their own story. Imagine this: every person you meet is the main character in their own life. They're focused on their problems, their emotions, their fears, their goals. You are part of their world, but not the center of it. So when someone responds coldly, acts distant, says something hurtful, it is usually coming from their internal state, not from your worth. The lens of perception. You don't experience reality directly. You experience your interpretation of it. Two people can hear the same sentence and feel completely different. Why? Because meaning is not in the words, it's in the mind. When you take things personally, you assign a meaning like, they disrespect me, they don't value me, I'm not enough. But these meanings are interpretations, not facts. The trap of overthinking. Taking things personally fuels overthinking. Your mind replays moments. Why did they say that? What did they mean? Did I do something wrong? You analyze tone, timing, wording. And the more you think, the worse it feels, because your mind is trying to solve a problem that may not exist. Emotional reactions versus reality. Your emotions feel real, but they are not always accurate. You can feel rejected without being rejected, judged without being judged, ignored without being intentionally ignored. When you take things personally, you treat feelings as facts, and that creates unnecessary suffering. Projection. The hidden truth. People don't always show you who you are. They show you who they are. A critical person often carries inner criticism. An angry person carries unresolved anger. An insecure person sees insecurity everywhere. So when someone judges you, dismisses you, speaks negatively, pause and consider, what does this say about them, not me? Detachment is strength, not coldness. Many people misunderstand detachment. They think it means not caring, being distant, ignoring emotions. But real detachment means you care without losing yourself. You listen without absorbing everything. You engage without attaching your identity. That is emotional maturity. The freedom of not needing approval. One of the biggest reasons people take things personally is the need for approval. You want to be liked, accepted, respected. So when something challenges that, it hurts. But here's the truth. You don't need everyone's approval to be valuable. The moment you stop needing validation, you stop being controlled by opinions. The illusion of control. You cannot control what people think, what people feel,
what people say. And trying to do so creates frustration. But you can control your thoughts, your reactions, your perspective. That's where your real power is. Rewriting the story in your mind. Instead of assuming the worst, practice creating alternative meanings. Instead of, they ignored me, they don't care. Try, they might be busy. It's not about me. This simple shift reduces emotional intensity immediately.
Boundaries without personalization. Not taking things personally does not mean accepting bad behavior. You can set boundaries, speak up, walk away, without making it about your worth. Example, instead of they disrespected me equals I'm not valued, think they acted poorly equals I choose better boundaries. Self-identity as your anchor. When you know who you are, external opinions lose their power. Your identity becomes internal, not external. You don't need constant confirmation. You know. The practice of pause. Before reacting, pause. That pause creates space between trigger, response. In that space, you can choose clarity instead of reaction, awareness instead of assumption, accepting imperfection in others. People will misunderstand you, say the wrong thing, act from their emotions. That's part of being human. When you accept this, you stop expecting perfection, and you stop taking imperfections personally. Emotional freedom. When you stop taking things personally, you feel lighter, calmer, more stable. You are no longer pulled by every comment or action. You become centered.
Living without constant interpretation. Imagine living without overanalyzing everything, without asking, what did they mean? Without turning small moments into big emotional experiences. That is freedom. Inner peace as a choice. Peace is not found outside. It is created inside. And one of the fastest ways to protect it is this. Stop making everything about you. A new way of seeing the world. Instead of seeing attack, see expression. Criticism, see perspective. Distance, see circumstance. You shift from ego-centered thinking to awareness-centered thinking. Take nothing personally, gain everything. At the end of this journey, you realize something powerful. When you take things personally, you suffer unnecessarily. When you don't, you gain clarity, peace, and control. So the next time something happens, pause, observe, breathe, and remind yourself, this is not about me. Because the less you take personally, the more free you become.